Hi, Guido Fox here. Welkom bij een nieuwe book report. Today I want to talk with you about this book, Mindfulness in the Modern World. How do I make meditation part of everyday life? Osho, another book of his big oeuvre. Mindfulness in the Modern World. Very interesting book about meditation and about spiritual growth. How you make meditation part of everyday life. Of course, doing meditation every day. So I try to meditate every morning 1 hour, and sometimes in between coaching sessions or meetings with people. Before that, I do also some meditation, 20 minutes or 30 minutes. So I think on an average level during the day, every day I reach an average of 1.5 hour per day meditation. And if you do it every day, some consistency there, then you become more calm, more aware, more peaceful, more happy, and you really like to do things in your life. You want to get it out, you want to spread it out, the love in yourself, and give it and share it to other people in this beautiful world. So that's what I see, is that you have to do it 1.5 hour per day meditation. Otherwise, you're not going through it. You're not going deeper in your thoughts, in your mind, in your inner work, in your chakra activations. So I recommend also by my coaching clients to do daily 1.5 hour meditation, and then split it 1 hour and then half an hour later during the day, or 20 minutes and 20 minutes, or 10 minutes, 10 minutes, 10 minutes is also possible, but you have to do it also in the morning, 1 hour meditation to set the pattern of your day. And that is something what Osho is wrote about at page 5 of this book, is pattern setting during the day. And it is not only spirituality, but it is also life coaching in the basic sense. You start your day with your first thoughts, right? If you're angry, you become angry during the day. If you wake up and you meditate after your breakfast, of course, because you need fuel, you need energy to go within yourself. I see a lot of people who goes into meditation say, I have to do it on an empty stomach. No, you need food, you need energy to meditate and to concentrate. So first you wake up, you do your showering, you do your house cleaning, your household, your breakfast, and then start the day with 1 hour meditation. Then you set a pattern during the day, and that energy, that spiritual energy in your body will explode the coming day. So you profitate from your meditation if you do it early morning meditation, and you will see that you have a much more positive day than if you meditate somewhere on 4 o'clock or 1 o'clock, because you miss that gap in the morning, that positive gap where you can reach if you have your meditation in the early morning. Another thing is important before you sleep. There's also an interesting thing. If you sleep before you sleep 10 minutes, 20 minutes meditation, then your sleep will be more deeper, less dreaming in your mind, and you will sleep relaxing earlier. So people who cannot sleep or wake up in the night or cannot sleep easily, fall asleep easily, I recommend there also to do meditation before you to bed. Interesting. So on page 5, he wrote that the first thoughts will become the door, the pattern of your whole day. It's a move in a chain. So if you're angry in the morning, the whole day you will become more angry and more angry. The first anger creates the chain. You see here the chain of thoughts, right? The first anger creates the chain. The second anger follows easily, and the third anger creates the chain, becomes automatically. So what you see is the first anger will we create, and the second anger is very easily. You become very angry on something stupid. What happened? Someone are before you in the supermarket. You become angry on that small issue because he is so slow in the supermarket, and that says something about your earlier angry thoughts. Probably your early angry thoughts were very more heavy, and afterwards the second thoughts about angriness is more easier, and the third angriness is automatic, and then you are in that angry chain. Then whatsoever happens around you creates anger, and then you are in the chain of angriness. To be prayerful in the morning, or to be alert, not only prayerful but alert with your inner work, alert what's going on inside, to call yourself to be mindful sets the pattern during the day. If the last thought is meditative, the whole sleep will become meditation. So start early morning with meditation. Do it somewhere during the day, another 20 minutes, half an hour, and do some meditation before sleep. I should say 10-20 minutes is enough. So then you can incorporate meditation as a part of everyday life, and you will see you will become less angry, less reactive. You become more peaceful. You become more aware, and you become more compassionate, and you become less stressful. You become more relaxed. You walk relaxed. This costs all less energy. You need less food also when you are more relaxed, calm and peaceful. And you will become more efficient. That's where he wrote on page 15. So when you become aware about your inner line, when you become aware of your chakra activations, first of all, it costs a lot of energy to go inside with every act you do. But when it becomes automatically, when it's become a knack, what Osho was saying, in your spiritual involvement, then you become more efficient because you're doing your work with much more attention, and then quality is involved. So when I was not involved with spirituality, I was doing my work quick, and I made so many mistakes all the time. I had to do my work 3, 4, 5 times. But what I see with meditation and with chakra activations in my inner work and my inner body is that I have to do my work only once. And it is with a quite high quality, of course. So you become first inefficient because you're constantly thinking, oh, I have to be in my inner self, I have to be by my chakras, I have to be concentrate of my inner work. But less and less and slow, you become more and more efficient because the quality of your work is rising up. You become much more better in what you do if you start your day with 1 hour meditation / praying. Will come by and by. That's what Osho's saying on page 15. It will come by and by that you become more efficient and your work become more qualitative, attentive, with much more awareness you doing your work if you have that attention with your inner line. To come there, it costs a bunch of energy, a bunch of meditative experiences, plus the double attack. What Osho means with double attack is awareness and knowledge together. Awareness about your inner self and the inner line and the chakras in your body, plus the attack of your ego. So you have to know what the ego is. You have to know how the ego works. So we have to self-analyze your own behavior. What is an ego mechanism and what is not an ego mechanism? And I already wrote some articles about the ego. I gave a seminar away about ego, so you can find that on my YouTube channel. But if you want to get higher in your spiritual consciousness and your levels, you have to know how the ego works, because you have to dissolve the ego. Dissolving the ego leads to spiritual enlightenment, leads to higher spiritual levels. Knowledge of the ego and awareness, putting awareness into meditation, leads also to dissolve the ego. So it is a double attack, and that is very interesting knowledge, very deep knowledge about spiritual evolution. Page 110. God is a swinger. God is a swinger, and it's very interesting. He says actually here Godliness is a swinger. That means that God is introvert and extrovert. So you can be the new human being, the new higher evolved being, the new religious being, is introvert and extrovert together. So he can be extreme introvert in his room, in his own space to load, and he can extreme extrovert in parties and touching people and stay in the middle point. So he can be extreme outgoing but also extreme ingoing. And that is where we have to go. So we become more complete. We become more complete if we following here Osho's theory about God is a swinger. So double attack. God is a swinger. More efficient. Set the pattern during the day. And with every activity, are you there? Are you there? Are you be aware of your own self? Are you there? And then you get on page 163, you get Orgasmic Delight. Orgasmic delight. It's an orgasmic state. Enlightenment is a permanently orgasmic kind of drunk, drugs addicted, drugs involved state. It is a permanently natural, pure natural kind of drunk, drugs, happy state. That is what enlightenment is. Enlightenment is a drunk state without the negative effects of drunk, of alcohol. It's pure awareness. Alcohol don't lead to awareness. Alcohol leads to relaxing, to let go of suppressions. Enlightenment is no repression. Enlightenment is expressive. Because all your repressions, what society dictates on you, your sexual suppressions, are dissolved. So only you can express. You can share. You can express because there is no suppression anymore. There's no suppression anymore. So you can express yourself fully with all your vulnerability, met al je kwetsbaarheid. You can share, you can connect. If you can share, you can connect. You connect real. You can connect with heart to people. And I know there is so much fear in this society. Fear of love, fear of intimacy, fear of kind of diseases, fear of losing your relationships, fear of stepping out your job to do something else, fear of stepping out of your family if it doesn't work anymore. There is so much fear in the society, so much fear in people's psyche because of these suppressions. So meditative attitude, meditation leads to dissolve all those fears, dissolve all those repressions, what we have in our inner systems, and we can heal it from within. That's what we see. That's what we see. Dissolving the fears in people's psyche leads to a much more better society, a much more compassionate society. So we have to use that orgasmic delight. We have to use that meditation. We have to use the double attack. We have to set a pattern during the day with meditation, and your day will be awesome. Slowly and slowly, every day becomes a wonderful day if you start your day with meditation. And then on page 241, Osho wrote about the real person, because you think probably that you are real, but probably you are not real yet. You don't know that you are real yet. You're still asleep. You're still not awaked. You're still mental slaved. You're still under control from government, from mass media, from churches, from families. You are not a real person. You are still in a phase of an identity crisis. You don't know who you are. The real person who knows what awareness is never reacts. He never reacts from scaredness, from angriness, from fear. He acts out of his own consciousness. He acts from his own awareness. The action does not come from the other's act. Nobody can push his button. If he feels spontaneously that it is right to do, he does it. He follows his intuition. If he feels nothing is needed, he will be quiet. So many people are talking bullshit without saying something powerful or useful. They talk because they want to talk. Why you can't be quiet? Why you have to talk constantly about bullshit, about rubbish, quarreling, ruddling, chattering about nothing? Why you can't be quiet sometimes? He is not repressive. He is always open. He is expressive. His expression is multidimensional. In his song, in his poetry, in dance, in love, in prayer, compassion, he flows. Flows. Very important word here. He flows. He flows his life. He's constantly learning, constantly flowing as water, flexible as water in his life. That is the real person. That is the new spiritual evolved person. Mindfulness in the modern world. Thank you, Osho. Bye bye.